Hello, I am Hillary Lane. I am so excited that you booked a call with myself and my team. We cannot wait to talk to you all about your business and how to get you publicity on TV to take you to the next level. Before we hop on a Zoom call, I wanted to give you a little bit more value and teach you a little bit more about getting onto TV. So today's presentation is called Become the Number One Authority in Your Niche. Insider Method Revealed. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that everything in this presentation, everything I'm going to tell you has been tried, has been experimented with, has been perfected over my 10 years of being a reporter and working with tons of our clients that have been seen everywhere from ABC News, CBS, NBC, Discovery, Fox, the New York Times, all the major publications. Now, everyone always asks me the same question. How did your client get to meet Taylor Swift? Okay, this is what happened. She interviewed on a local small television in Allentown, Pennsylvania, okay? But her interview went viral. She mentioned that she loved Taylor Swift, and then she tweeted the interview at Taylor, Taylor's manager, her dancers. Eventually, Taylor Swift saw it, welcomed her backstage, told her she supported her brand, met the whole family, and it was truly an incredible experience for her. Not to mention wonderful for Lisa's business. These are photos that she's able to use for publicity purposes, and it's given her a huge jolt. But really, she just was on a local small television station, WFMZ. And here she was, that's me, when she found out, look at her face, that she will be meeting Taylor Swift backstage after Taylor Swift saw her on television. So you never know what your television appearance may get you, what may come of it, no matter how small the station is. This is Paula. She is another example. I actually saw her on News 12 in Westchester, and I actually decided to do a story with her. There we are together. And we put her on over 100 CBS news stations across the country. So she actually went viral and national as a result of our interviews. And this is such a sweet email she sent me. She said, I appreciate the coverage so much. Our busiest years and largest achievements came directly from the national reach from you. So just showing you guys that TV appearances can get you so many places you can't even imagine right now. And it is all within reach. It might seem like confusing and scary and you don't know where to start, but I'm going to break it all down for you. And this could happen to you. So the crazy thing is you don't need a lot to get a TV appearance. Here's some things you don't need, and these may surprise you. You don't need any on-camera experience. You don't need a large social media following. You don't need to be an influencer. You don't need to run paid ads or spend any money on advertising. You don't even need to have media connections. You don't even have to know a reporter or producer that could put you on TV. And you also don't need an expensive PR team that charges 5 figures a month and doesn't guarantee anything. You might not even get any press that month. So that's pretty unbelievable, right? My goal today is to show you that TV is the most effective way to 10x your business or more. Get in front of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people overnight, become the number one authority in your niche, run past your competition once and for all, get out of that rat race, and gain credibility and legitimacy. And what I want to show you guys today is the best way to secure that TV appearance to take you to the next level is using my insider method. Now, I love this picture. This is when I was a reporter in Buffalo, New York, and this is what it looks like if you're on the news. There could be 4 or 5 different cameras. The reporters were tweeting, were taking notes. Really, really exciting. So you may be thinking, and it is totally okay, will this insider method that Hillary is telling me about that's helped so many other people work for me? I could definitely see how that could be going through your mind, but I want you to know that it absolutely can, and it will work for you if you're a business owner, you are a coach, or you sell a service, you're some type of expert. So a lawyer that could offer legal advice, a medical expert, a financial expert, a health expert, or you have a unique story that you want to share with the world. Maybe you had something horrible happen to you that inspires you every day and you want to motivate others. Maybe something amazing happened to you that you want to share with the rest of the world. This is all you need to get on TV with what I'm going to teach you. So for TV, you do need something to promote, whether it's a course, your product, your business. Maybe you want to one day be in a movie or a TV show, or you want to write a best-selling book. A TV appearance is a great way to start getting on people's radar. A lot of those bestsellers, they want to see, those big companies, the publishers want to see that you've been doing media and that you've been successful. You also have to have a willingness to share your story, your knowledge, and your expertise with the world. It is such a gift, but you will be on the world's biggest stage. You will be on television. So you just have to be comfortable, and I'm going to help you and teach you how to prepare, and you'll be ready. But I just want you to be comfortable and make sure you are before you move forward, being on television and sharing your message with the whole entire world. And we talked about these earlier. You don't need any of these things to move forward. So I really want you to get excited. This could be the start of something big, something so great for you and your business. You could be part of an elite group that gets on TV. So many business owners, coaches, experts like you want the publicity to help your business, to help your brand soar, but they just don't know how to do it. So you are above the pack, in front of the pack right now, because you are listening to this presentation. You could be promoting your brand on TV in as little as a few days if you really wanted. If you took this seriously and hit the ground running, within a few days, you could be on TV. Imagine what that would do to your website traffic and new leads. How many new leads would come in? Also get awesome content you will have for your email list and your social media. You will get the clip of yourself on television that you can share. You can put as seen on TV. I'm going to show you some examples in a little bit, but it's huge. Before we get any further, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, so at least you feel like you're getting some legit information. My name's Hillary, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm a reporter. And instead of going through blah, blah, everything I've done, I thought I would just show you a little video.
International teachers must have at least the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree and 2 years of teaching experience to qualify. But the process is expensive for them, costing $8,000 in sponsorship fees alone. Nora, also helping them focus, driving the energy back into their work while also helping them focus. But that's not the case for everyone. Actor Robert De Niro was another target of one of the packages. Police say it was sent to his production studio right here in the Tribeca neighborhood of Manhattan. Experts are reminding everyone to be careful while handling raw turkey in the kitchen. That begins by thawing in the refrigerator and not on the counter. Here in Panama City Beach, the wind and rain have been brutal all day at points.
So I am a reporter. I've been a reporter for 10 years, and the job's amazing. We get a front row seat to history. This was my photographer. We got to see the ball drop in Times Square before the pandemic, and we were there for the cleanup. We also have some amazing opportunities to get dressed up and go to the Emmy Awards. But there's also some really difficult times too. I've covered multiple hurricanes, this one in Panama City Beach, Florida. But sometimes I get to be on set with Gail King and Nora O'Donnell and John Dickerson. But it didn't always start out this way. This is when I first started reporting. I look so young. I started in a small town in upstate New York called Utica. This is my very first story. I was at the New York State Fair covering a 500-pound butter sculpture. Look at me with my notes. What could I have possibly written down about the butter sculpture? But I definitely took that seriously. And after my first day, my first assignment, I remember feeling like and telling my boss, okay, I'm good. I'm trained. I'm ready to do the high-level interviews. I'm ready to interview the big people. And this was my second day. Still don't know who this is or what the point of this was, but this was my second day interview. So one thing I learned working in these small markets is just how powerful television is. This is a crazy thing. I can't even believe I'm showing you this video, but this is a story that I did in college, okay?
For students who are craving pita, Marshall Street offers two options, Pita al Saha and Pita Pit. So we put these two places to the test to see who really does have the best pita in Syracuse. We decided to bring the pita to the dorms to see which one students prefer. Will it be Pita A or Pita B? I like this one better.
Yeah, so far I'm not enjoying this at all.
I like this one better.
Yeah, so far I'm not enjoying this at all.
No, that one.
Pita B was far better than Pita A.
So the results are in, and Pita al Saha was our clear winner. I guess they really do have the best pita in Syracuse.
That was the least scientific PETA competition ever. I just cut off a few pieces for people. But PETA El Saha still has a plaque 10 years later on the door that says the best PETA in Syracuse. And I said, like that happened 10 years ago. It wasn't really scientific. And the owner was like, you know what? People come in here because we have that plaque. 10 years later, it's helping our business. So that just gives you an idea of how powerful press can be. So there are so many benefits of television publicity in short and long term, but you get credibility and legitimacy from TV. People get to see you and they trust you. And then that's when they buy from you. So for example, we have Savannah Guthrie and Hoda. People love these women. They welcome them into their living room. They feel like they're a part of the family. So when these women are interviewing someone, or when the Good Morning America crew is interviewing someone, or they're talking about a product, or they're talking about how great a business is, the viewers believe them, the viewers trust them, and the viewers buy it. And that's why it's so valuable to be on the news. And this is what can happen as a result of TV. You go on TV, talk about your product, and then it can completely sell out overnight, almost like magic. So being on television really just gives you, especially if you're a new business, especially if you're trying to get sales going, a leg up. It's an amazing marketing tool to always be able to say, as seen on TV, because you have that credibility, and that's super, super powerful. Some people like to say television is dead. Nobody watches regular TV anymore. They're watching Netflix, they're watching YouTube, they're watching other streaming devices. Here's the thing. The power of TV plus social media is huge. When you are on television, you're reaching hundreds of thousands of people. Then you're posting your television appearance online to your followers. You're tweeting about it. You're posting it on Facebook. Then the television station is also posting your appearance on their personal Facebook. And they have hundreds and thousands of people following them. So between the two, the power of TV and the power of social media, your reach is huge. So some people say, will press really help me? Well, if you're a fashion designer and want to be like Christian Siriano, who's the top of the top, go right onto his website. Here it is. Here's a press page. You go down, you see all of his magazines. If you want to be like Tracy Anderson, who's a top fitness expert in her field, wealthy mansions, living the good life, she has press right here on her website. People look for that so they know she's legit. And she has a whole list of places she's been featured. If you want to be rich and living the good life like Susie Orman, what does she have on her website? A press page. And she talks about all the different television shows she's been on to give her legitimacy. And I thought this was interesting. Susie has her book on her website, and then look, a bestseller on the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Amazon Books, USA Today. So she still has all of these media outlets right on her front page. If you're a relationship expert and you want to be on top, living the good life like Matthew Hussey, look at him right on his page. He lists out all of the different media channels he has been on. And he's living the good life. I know him. I love celebrity gossip. He was dating Camila Cabello, living quite a great life, top of the field. And you know what he has? Press on his page, because it helps and it will get you further, and clients will feel like you are more legitimate. And if you want to be in the top of your field, you got to do what the people on the top of the field are doing now. Look on television and stars, A-listers, they are super busy. They don't want to do publicity that they don't have to do. That's not going to help them. The biggest stars always make time for all different television shows, for the whole TV circuit. Why? Because they have viewers. Why? Because it's still a powerful medium. And you know what? When Harry and Meghan wanted to do a huge interview for everyone to see, to call out everything going on in Great Britain, they didn't do their show on Amazon streaming. They didn't do their show on YouTube. They didn't do it on Netflix. They sat down on primetime CBS News on television, and they got millions and millions of viewers. I believe TV is the most powerful medium for promotion. You get automatic trust when you're sitting with those reporters, when they're talking to you, when they're promoting your brand. People trust the hosts of the show. They trust the reporters, so they trust you. It's that trust that you couldn't even build if you weren't on TV, and it just comes automatically. You build that credibility and legitimacy, and trust equals sales. And you get a visual connection. When the viewers see you, they feel like they know you and they feel even closer to you. That's compared to if you're on a podcast where people can just hear you, or if you're quoted in a news article. Really, TV is such a powerful way to connect with people. And again, our main goal is to make them know, trust, and love you so they buy from you.